thanks for all of you for taking time and coming here. And I know, this is a women event, but I see a lot of men in the room, like Manogna said. So thank you for that. And I want to extend a warm welcome to Harish Shankar Garu for his time, for being here. And he's such an awesome women supporter. Thank you once again, Harish. And thank you, Samir from CPAL for being here. Samir is the CEO and founder of CPAL. And I would say CPAL has really given us the beginning for SheJobs. I'm very much indebted to you. You are the first one who got integrated with SheJobs, Samir. Not only that, you elevated SheJobs and me so much that you have given exclusive women panels for us continuously for 2 years in your CPAL yearly event. Thank you so much for that. And warm welcome to your team members, Amar, who is CTO, and Divya, CPAL HR partner. As I said, I have more words for CPAL team, but just one word, thank you. Now, thank you, Ms. Vidya from TCS for being here. She flew down from Mumbai to be with us today. And TCS, we all know, is very prominent in returnship programs, and a representative from TCS is here. So I'm really happy and proud, and I feel honored for that. Thank you, Vidya. And thank you, Farisa. Whenever I see women leaders, somehow internally I feel so proud, because we always see women in the beginning levels and mid levels, but seeing someone like you in the leadership team of such a great bank globally, which is HSBC, thank you so much for your time and your great words, even though your speech was short, but thank you so much for that. And thank you, Shobana ma'am. I would say you gave me start in Hyderabad by inviting me, and last year your women entrepreneur event, and the way you're trying to transform your students is really amazing. Thank you so much. You have great fans in USA as well. So most of my friends recommended that you have to be our speakers today. Thank you for accepting. And ma'am, in your speech, you mentioned that you see some of your students dropping the college for financial situations. Today, I'm telling you, if you see such instances, please let me know. We and SheJobs will be behind them, and we'll make them to continue their education. This is my word to you. And also you spoke about the nutrition, the importance of nutrition, which is really, it is keen, and it is something which is very important, because I really feel when I see there are kids from great backgrounds and kids from poor background, I think at least in that area, at least I don't want to see any kind of differences, because when they grow up, there are so many differences which will come, like economy, financial, and whatever it is, right? But in that age, I don't want to see any differences. For us all, everybody is same. So even if you see such cases, please let us know. We'll be happy to help them and take care of them. And thank you, Charan. Thank you so much. Your speech was amazing. And in fact, you were the one who asked me and advised me that we need to do something like this. Thank you so much, Charan, for always being there. And also, Charan has in fact committed to me that his student community is going to help SheJobs so much by, and also you also accepted to be our training partner on reskilling and upskilling of women. Thank you so much, Sharon, for that. And Raj, thank you. Raj is head of technology for Titan Group, and he already became my client. I didn't invite you for me to, to give business, but thank you so much that you already, initiated that. Thank you. And Raj also has started something very innovative in the past when Nirbhaya incident happened. That he actually invented a watch which actually enables the security layers for women. And there are no words for that innovation. Thank you so much for that. It's a great help for women community. I'm so glad that you're here, Raj. And one important thing I want to tell you all is SheJobs has seen such a tremendous growth in last 18 months in USA. There is only one reason for that, and which is very important reason, that it went into the public so easily that we don't even need to explain anyone on what exactly we do. And it became a household name for a lot of women in USA. People just hear that name and understand that we are going to help them on their careers. And when we tell the same name to the organizations, we don't need to give them any sales pitch or send them long presentations at all. The name itself was such a big asset for us. The minute we say SheJobs, there are many organizations who come forward to help us. And when they search women careers, women portals, SheJobs pops up just because of the she word in that and because of that name. And there is one person behind that name, and he's none other than Harish Shankar Garu. When I shared my startup idea with Harish Shankar Garu, and then I was trying to brainstorm some of the names. There were many names which I thought. But then he immediately, without a blink of second, he actually said, you should name it as SheJobs. And that's it. I mean, I didn't find any other great alternative name for that. And, I would say that is the main reason behind our success today. Thank you so much, Harish Shankar Garu, for that. USA 10 years ago, out of a passion to be an entrepreneur. And I tried various startups. Many of them are failed. But I kept searching for what kind of startup I should do and how I should fulfill the passion of being an entrepreneur. While I was pursuing that, I also faced many challenges on my work timings or work from home opportunity, or the kind of job I wanted to do, or to for anything, right? So then immediately I had to start with a company called Live Minds, which is an IT company. And I started working on that. But we also started hiring more women into the organizations. And today, Live Minds has 95% of women workforce in India and USA for us. And all the team you see here are our Hyderabad team. And most of them are women, if you see. And people came and told me, you have such pretty girls in the team. But I wish they would have told, you have more intelligent people in your team. But that's good. Thank you for that. And out of this experience with Live Minds, then I immediately thought one day, and I also discussed with most of my friends and with Harish Shankar Garu as well, that I wanted to start something which relates to women, because out of my personal experience, I understood that I'm doing great with Live Minds, and it was one of the fastest growing companies in USA, and why not I make that model as a startup by itself, because that's where my passion exists and that's where my real purpose of life exists. So who in this world will get an opportunity to fulfill their passion as an entrepreneur, but also to solve the purpose of their life, right? So I actually got that opportunity. I'm very thankful to the God for letting me know what I have to do in my life, in my future, and who made SheJobs as a purpose of my life. And I also want to talk to I wish I talked, but I also wanted to thank my dad, who is no more here with us, who motivated me so much from childhood and gave me all mental strength which is required for me to be an entrepreneur. Thank you so much, Dad, for that. But I have my mother here, who stood as an example for me always from my childhood. She herself is a government officer, but she taught me so much on how a woman can be and how much of self-respect is important for a woman, and never to compromise on the self-respect. In the similar manner, she also told me when I had some self-esteem issues, I discussed with her and she said, that's okay if you feel inferior on your language, grammar, vocabulary, and the way you dress and our financial situation. But don't ever feel inferior on letting your dreams fly, or never compromise on your passion and self-respect. So those words really helped me to be wherever I am today. So I would say my mom is one of the strongest pillars for me and who helped me to pursue the passion. She gave me all the freedom in the world when my dad passed away to pursue my education and to be here with SheJobs. So thank you so much, Amma. And as I told you, when I stepped out of the small town called Kadapa, so I had a lot of self-esteem issues. I didn't had great English knowledge also. I couldn't speak properly, but so please excuse me if there are any kind of grammatical errors now, but I think I'm trying to get better every day. And SheJobs is basically an exclusive job portal for women and underrepresented minorities in USA, and in India we are concentrating more on women. But we are also concentrating on another category who are transgenders and LGBTQ, and women who are mothers of special needs children, and women who faced abuses through domestic issues. It's always a mother who quits her career whenever there's a problem at home. So I would love all those mothers to come back to work, and we help them in upskilling and reskilling process. So we can stand by them, and we also urge organizations to hire more women. And these days, I just want to be straightforward because there are so many leaders here from corporate. I just wanted to let you all know something. I'm sure you're all trying to build your women network and hire more women. But in my personal experience, in my last 18 months experience, when I spoke to organizations, at least 90 out of 100 don't have any returnship programs. It's very less in number. People increase their diversity metrics by hiring freshers from the college and show the percentages. But when women come to mid-level, get married and get kids, that's when the gap is always there. So the returnship programs are pretty much important. Also, when you say diversity, it's all numbers on your corporate presentations. Please also look deep dive into the layers of women, that there are mothers who has children with autism or special needs, or women who going through challenges, or transgenders, veterans, and underrepresented minorities. So please look diversity into different layers, and I think you can customize the HR policies also as per these layers. I think that is the word and that is the request I want to spread through all the organizations, because there is a bias. You can ask me like, where is the bias exist? I'll just ask one example to everybody here. Do you hire women in key roles like production support, or do you hire women in those critical roles where you cannot wait even split of second to take a decision, or when there is a key application deployment, you don't hire women in those respective roles, because you always fear that women might not be available every time, and they have kids, they have work, so it's better to hire a male person, so we can just wake him up anytime and we can get the work done. So there is a bias exists, and because women are not being hired into the critical roles, they are not able to move into C-level roles. This is my personal analysis. I might be wrong in that, but I would really request you all to hire more women, even in the critical roles. And women is such a great multitasker. They're fine to get up middle of the night to take care of that application deployment and to be on the production support. I just gave one example, but there are huge number of examples for that. And once again, now that we are launching in India, I would request you all to motivate us as usual, like the way you were doing all these years. And thank you so much, my USA team who are watching this live. I'm sure they are jumping with joy right now, especially when I'm talking. I'll give them party when I am there. And I have to mention a word about our She heroes today. Sandhya Garu, Lata, and Maunima, and Rekha Garu. You four got these awards not because you are women. You achieved so much in your respective fields, and you are helping many women as well. So we carefully analyzed many applications we got. Of course, you never applied, but I myself researched so much and selected all four of you for these awards, and we named them She Hero. So Harish Garu, I copied SheJobs, I changed it to She Heroes, and then we awarded them. Yeah. So, and we also going to start She Skills, which is going to be our upskilling and reskilling platform and program as part of SheJobs. And we are going to use that platform for training more women. And one last thing, this is what I visualize next year for our Weday in India, is that we want to develop an app which becomes a household app for women, like how they are booking their cabs and how they are ordering their food. They need to open, if they should get that confidence that if you open this app, they can get job somewhere immediately in next 1 hour. I think it is more problematic for the women, for the men, because if they fight with you, they can just go out and go for a job in 1 hour. So they are not dependent on you anymore. I really believe that financial freedom is very much important for women and they have to make decisions on the same. So I think that is the reason behind that app which I am visualizing. And once again, thank you so much for your time. And if I left out anybody, please take my apologies. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.